Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year. And yeah, make sure to join me on the live stream at around 11 p.m. It might be later, depending on when I get back home. As soon as we get back home, we're going to do a bit of a throwback live stream. Hopefully, if my internet is working this time. Reminiscing on the Fiorentina West Ham United Conference League final, as it is the year today since that all happened. Pardon me. Let's get straight into this. Today we're talking about Jarrod Bowen, and congratulations to Jarrod Bowen. He has made it to the England squad, the final England squad. Now, there's a lot of obviously controversy around it because everyone's going to disagree, everyone's going to agree, etc. And I'll bring you that video on a Saturday. I'll bring you on that video on Saturday, talking about the England squad in full, but specifically talking about Jarrod Bowen. If you watched my last stream, I'm pretty sure it was last Thursday, not the Thursday that just happened, the last week Thursday, where I pretty much went through, yes, our signing players, but also the players that were going to come back into pre-season and the players that haven't had a break. Now, what I forgot about is the amount of international players that were going to friendlies. So Mohamed Kudus will be playing a friendly. Neif Ged is playing friendlies. Thomas Suchek and Suva are playing friendlies. I'm pretty sure Mavropanos is probably playing a friendly for Greece, etc. But it's going to be specifically the senior players that haven't played anything at all. You know, the Kurt Zumas of this world will be joining straight back up into the pre-season tournament. Like, we'll see Flynn Downs, we will see Freddie Potts, we will see George Urphy, we will see Aaron Cresswell, we will see Emerson. You know, players like that. I'm trying to think who else. Ariola will have a break, so we'll see Fabianski as he's retired from international football. Maxwell Cornet maybe, because I don't think he's called up for Ivory Coast, as long as he stays as well. There's going to be a lot of youngsters, you can tell, because we don't really have that many senior players in general anyway. But we're going to have players like Ward-Prowse as well. I'm sure Alvarez is playing games for Mexico and things like that. It's going to be players like that. However, Jarrod Bowen will be taking a break because he will be called up to the England squad for the Euros. And I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy that West Ham have a player in the England squad that, well, have a representative in the England squad. However, I'm not sure this completely benefits Jarrod Bowen or West Ham, and hear me out when I say this. I'm sure Jarrod Bowen's happy that he's there in the squad, but unfortunately, he's got Bukayo Saka and Cole Palmer probably ahead of him in the pecking order on the right wing options. Obviously, Palmer and Bowen actually linked up quite well at St James's Park against Bosnia. I'm pretty sure it was against Bosnia, the friendly I watched, the absolutely horrendous friendly, of course. I never thought in a world where Gareth Southgate was manager that Jarrod Bowen would be picked over Grealish and Maddison. Then again, Southgate's never really rated Jack Grealish anyway. Not that he's played him in his best position, but even as Pep. However, Jarrod Bowen, I don't think this benefits West Ham because we've needed probably him to take a break, probably him to have a bit of a holiday, a bit of a wind down. He's going to have a wind down, but it's going to be delayed into our pre-season, so we'll probably see him on the America tour, and that's it. You know, with the games where we're playing Wolves and Crystal Palace in America for whatever reason, probably for the worldwide fans, to be fair. But it will probably be the weeks before, you know, the season starts. And what's really bad about that tournament is the fact that we're playing Crystal Palace and Wolves, but it's just before the game starts. I don't know whether all three teams are going to be jet lagged or whatever, because I'm pretty sure the summer series was more to July or whatever. Well, Man United and Arsenal played each other in America last pre-season. I'm pretty sure it was earlier than August, you know. But with this, he's going to come late into pre-season. He's not going to have a break. He's had probably the most injuries he's ever had in a West Ham shirt last season. He had 2 injuries. He came really close to 20 goals. And despite the fact that he's 28 now, I'm pretty sure, coming up 27, 28, he's still somehow improving at 27, 28, which is actually really hard to do as a footballer. However, he's still growing into his own. He's actually not had as many seasons in the Premier League, so this probably he'd be his 5th, I think, 5th or 4th full season, maybe 5th in general, as he joined in the halfway through the 1920 season. I don't think he's going to play as much in the Euros. I think he's just going to be travelling and that's it. So yes, he will be taking a break in terms of workload, but he'll still be not having a mental break from football. I do believe that regardless, we're going to get a great Jarrod Bowen, because Jarrod Bowen somehow always has his 100% professionalism and 100% concentration on every sort of game that he plays. Every sort of game that he plays for West Ham United. I don't think this benefits anyone though. As much as we can be happy that there's a West Ham player there, and I genuinely am happy that he's there, I would still, part of me wants him to play, because I generally think not only could he contribute to England, but it'd just be nice to see. However, I think Bukayo Saka probably deserves. Well, obviously he deserves it. The start more than Jarrod Bowen. However, I do think Saka can. I'll talk about this more tomorrow, but Saka was probably a bit tired in general and has been worked out too much in terms of like he's been playing every game for Arsenal. He barely gets benched. He barely gets taken off. So it's whatever in it. But in general, I'm very happy for him. I think he's effective. I think he's because as England we're not calling up Rashford or Sterling. You know, someone that can run it behind, someone that has pace, someone like an Anthony Gordon and Jarrod Bowen. They are those kind of wingers that you need. Those different kind of wingers that you need that can switch it up rather than the number 10s that will play more out there, the more controlling players. Or Bukayo Saka who can go in and out as well. Jarrod Bowen's a different kind of dribbler as well. I do think he should be getting some minutes. Even if he comes off the bench, I hope he gets 20 minutes in certain games as well. I don't think England will do as good in the group stage as people think, but I will talk about that another time as well. But I do think he could generally make a contribution to England. However, I don't think in general this has a vast positive for anyone. But yeah. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me in the email for the inquiries. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.